I hope you're all keeping well. My name is Megan Dempsey and I am a leader in Summerhill Guides unit in Wexford Town. And I'm here today to talk about the Overtures Diversity Network and representing CGI on an international trip. So last November, myself and my friend Shauna Whelan were lucky enough to be picked to represent CGI and go to Norway for the Overtures Diversity Network meeting. We stayed for 2 nights, a Friday to a Sunday, and we both met up in Dublin and set off for Norway.
Hey guys, I'm Shauna. I'm videoing here in my bedroom, so sorry if it's a little bit messy. But I also went to Overtures with Megan in Norway back in November. So as Megan was saying, we arrived in Norway, and once we got to our final destination, we got set straight into our discussions and activities because we arrived kind of just as the meeting was starting. So we discussed loads and loads of different topics around diversity and inclusion, all presented by different scouting and guiding organisations who were at the network. Our host country in particular, Norway, had a big focus on the LGBTQ plus community, and we had loads of activities around that. So for example, we did a game in groups with people we had never met before, where we talked about definitions for words around the LGBTQ community. So things like, what's the definition for bisexuality, pansexuality, lesbian, gay, transgender, loads and loads of different things like that. And that was really interesting to get different countries' perspectives because, in Ireland we are very inclusive, but other countries aren't always have different views on things like that. We did another one around religion, and then we also had presentations around things like mental health from the guides in England. We had things around helping the community and involving the community and involving people with many disabilities, people who might find it harder to be included in guides, and they were all really interesting to get different perspectives and different ideas. And I included some pictures of some of the ideas from their presentations that I had from when I was over there back at the start of the video.
So there was lots of different representation from different countries around the world, including France, Spain and Sweden. The network's a great opportunity for people to share different perspectives on topical issues in a discussion-based setting. Having people there to represent different countries was great to get ideas about different ways of doing things in different organisations. It was brilliant to see all the different uniforms from around the world. Going on international trips is brilliant for making international friendships. Everyone at Overtures was so welcoming and friendly, and we all had a common interest, which made it really easy to bond and make friends with people, and it created a really diverse culture among the group.
The meeting part of the event went on for 2 days, but in the evenings we had a chance to chill out and unwind in a special little area that our host country had set up for us, and that area was called the Rainbow Cafe. And it was a really, really cool area. I included a little video at the start, but it was hard to capture the Rainbow Cafe on video. But it was really cool, and you get an idea of how it was laid out. So basically it was just like a chill out area, kind of like a youth cafe that was decorated in all rainbow colours to celebrate the LGBTQ community. And they had loads of rainbow sweets, rainbow flags. It was just a really cool area, and we could all sit down and chill out there and chat with people from other countries to learn even more about what they were talking about earlier, or different ways they do guiding and scouting in their country. And it was a really, really cool way to get to know the people in a really chilled out environment, and we made loads of friends.
On the Saturday evening, we held an international night. So at the event, everyone showcased traditional food from their respective countries, as well as some examples of resources from their association. So we brought along some traditional Irish treats for other people to try, as well as just showcase some of the excellent resources from CGI. We had a brilliant night learning about all the different cultures and just chatting about the differences between every association.
So, all in all, it was a really cool, interesting, informative experience, and I would highly recommend it for anyone to attend a meeting like Overtures or any of the other opportunities that CGI have for international travel, international conferences, etc. Because you learn so much, you get to know so many people. The only thing I regret from it is not taking more pictures and more videos, because you think you're going to remember everything so well, but it goes out of your head so quickly. That's the only regret I have. So make sure you do that if you go. But overall, it's an amazing way to see countries you wouldn't see otherwise. We've seen amazing scenery in Norway with the coastline there is really beautiful. And you really got to experience the Norwegian food, the Norwegian culture, and it was all covered by CGI. You also got so much independence, a chance to travel by yourself, but still have people who are there waiting for you, so you know you're safe and you know that there's people you can contact if anything goes wrong. So it's such a good way to get out and travel and get more experience and gain independence. And it's amazing as well for your CV, because you have experience going out and networking and meeting people and presenting in front of different nationalities, and it's just an amazing experience. I can't recommend it enough. And if once the pandemic is over and we're all able to go out and travel again, I can't wait to represent CGI again at another international event.
I would highly recommend to anyone to take up this opportunity and be involved in the Overture Diversity Network. I've since become involved in the steering committee of the network, and this is a group who take the lead in organising the yearly meetings on behalf of the rest of the group. It's been a great chance to work closely with some of the people that I made friends with on the trip back in November, and also use the skills that I've learned in guiding to help out at an excellent event. The next network meeting is happening this December, and it's actually going to be online this year, and it's open for anyone to join. It'll involve lots of interactive discussion and a chance to share views with people from around Europe, and I'd highly recommend for anyone to take part that's interested.
So that is our trip to Norway. It was an amazing weekend. We met so many people that we're still in contact with, and we learned so much about diversity and inclusion that we were able to bring back to CGI and work on projects on, and hopefully include some of that stuff in future programs for CGI, which was really exciting. Some of the activities I mentioned earlier will be great to do in your groups, depending on your age group and what you're doing and stuff, to do online. So things like the LGBTQ plus vocab, or the religion vocab, that activity that we did where we broke into groups and talked about it and talked about different words, and they can be changed depending on what topic you want to do and what your group is like. So that will be a really good activity that I took away from it. That's really easy to do virtually, since lots of our meetings could be going virtual for the next little while. So overall, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something about international travel with CGI. And remember, when these opportunities come up, they are for everyone. If you're sitting there wondering I don't know if that's for me, I don't know if I know enough about this topic, or if I'm experienced enough to go out and represent CGI, you definitely are. Everyone has those concerns, and I would definitely just go for it, and you'll be really well supported by everyone in CGI, and you will have a great time. So Thank you guys, and hopefully we'll be able to see you soon. Bye!